Most of the best are here, and it's Wong Chun-Ting to start it off.
Love 1.
Swedes trail by 1, 4-5 they're down right now. The push game, the variation, Christian Karlsson has been clever throughout. You saw him earlier today in this team matchup with Stina Kallberg, the other Kallberg.
2-1.
Baldwin Chan with a nice long push of his own. Something I was thinking about. It's interesting to see who has a tucked in shirt. On court, nobody. When Team China plays, there's an honor.
1-4.
There's just a level of, I think honor's the perfect word, to represent Team China in table tennis. You're a sports soldier. The nation watches you with the greatest of hope.
4-2.
Interestingly enough, should it come down to, I guess the only way it will not come down to a women's doubles match is if Baldwin Chan and Wong Chun-Ting win this 3-0. Which is not out of question. But we are looking at a men's doubles world champion in Christian Karlsson and the leader of Team Sweden here, Anton Kallberg. And if the Swedish team can win 3-0, that means the women would only need to win one game against the pair of Hong Kongers, Zhu Chengju and Ng Lam.
5-4.
I can't wait till Team Japan moves over to table number 1 in this crowd. It'll be really interesting. Beautiful long push, extending that forehand of Wong Chun-Ting, the chase. Unlike the mixed doubles, this time the Hong Kongers have a righty-lefty combination. So it does change up the dynamics of how they share space. Baldwin Chan making a big move in for the Chiquita, the banana flick receive, and has to quickly get out of the way. What on earth? More conversation than I've heard between any two players before a point.
6-7.
Swedes up by 1 on receive. Nice placement into the crossover as Wong Chun-Ting makes it a little bit more complicated for Christian to get that big forehand into play. Incredible play. Baldwin Chan was completely an obstacle. He was going as far as he could to get out of the way. The shot couldn't have been better. Anton hit it blindly behind him. And Wong Chun-Ting at full extension, 94 revolutions per second, hits a winner. Oh, explosive shot. K2 bringing out some feeling on this one. A bending backhand to send Chan on the chase. Now this feels like a ball for Anton that he'll make most of the time, but Again, you have to play a shot knowing that the quality, if it's not good enough, we saw what Wong Chun-Ting can do when he's in position. It's a fine balance of how much spin, how much speed to put on it. Quick one down the line this time around, and at the third towel break, 9 points apiece. Any game taken by the Hong Kongers extends their lead in the team matchup. So Baldwin Chan there, the younger of the two Hong Kongers. What a response. Wong Chun-Ting using the length of the table. He knew he had that extra bit of runway. A little bit more margin for error there. So he confidently goes with his RPB, that reverse penhold backhand, to set up game point. By world rankings and almost every standard, the Swedes should be the favorite, but here they are, down 9-10. Oh, soft hands, Anton. Clever placement, shuts down an aggressive Wong Chun-Ting. Trying to understand before being understood, an important part of the relationships out here. The angle, the side spin that he generates with this backhand. Wong Chun-Ting comes up around that ball and makes it extend out to the forehand even more. Second game point for the Hong Kongers.
It's 10-11.
Heavy spin into the middle this time around. Christian Karlsson knew he had a lot of forehand space to cover here. Ground, if you will. Hence forehand. It's forehand ground in one word. Taking some time here. The Swedes stepping away from the table. Our umpire bringing him back in. It's nice when the crowd cares so much about a result, especially when one of their teams is not playing. What an answer, Wong Chun-Ting after Baldwin Chan goes for the flick. A run by flicking. Forehand move, a long way to go, that reach. And Wong Chun-Ting leaves it open. Inside out to the wide forehand, sets up a third game point. Heavy underspin on the serve. Christian Karlsson's won his fair share of points on serve. Fourth towel break, the only score line possible for such a scenario. The dugout up on their feet. Come on, we got this. 14 years between Baldwin and Wong Chun-Ting. The grunt from K2. The response to Wong Chun-Ting's big opening shot. It was 10 years ago this year that Wong Chun-Ting was playing the final of the Spanish Open in Almeria. He's been on the radar ever since. Turned pro at 18, 8 years later than Shin Yu-bin, at least by age. Incredible play. Baldwin Chan upping his game and Wong Chun-Ting just the same. Everybody on court raised their play a level in this rally. Awkward ball here, tough place to be in. Anton playing a little bit less rotation, a little bit more of the punching game. Slightly more conservative. Heavy spin and a long way to go, tripped up here. This would be one to see on replay.
13-14.
And a timeout. Nope. Why is he going for the towel?
Power.
Fascinating. Just a simple warning here. Baldwin Chan getting a quick wipe of the face, and it's game point again for the Hong Kongers. And on the fourth try, they take it after a game point against them in this. Table 2 in the stadium right now.
One.
I think the Swedes were going with the spirit of the law, and the umpire was going with the letter of the law, saying, please declare who will serve. Edge of the racket here, but the placement comes back to cause some trouble. Hong Kongers with a wonderful start. So the order of play has switched. This time, it'll be Anton hitting to Baldwin, as opposed to game number 1 where it was the opposite. First time in some time we've seen this shot pay off. Christian Karlsson hasn't tried it so much recently. The forehand flick where he just drops first as if he's going to push, does a little double pump, and then lifts up to put the top spin on.
Three.
A little bit of fortune on the Hong Kong side. Cracking backhand side and topspin to make it bend away. In terms of context here, what are we really watching? We're watching teams fight to challenge Team China. Much like winning a best of 9 against the greatest player in the world is way less likely than winning 1 game to 11. You're looking at a team event versus an individual event. Men and women of China stand out by a long shot above the rest of the world. Japan, arguably the second greatest threat. But a lot of teams. Sweden took out China in the men's game at the Olympic Games. I don't know if I said that right. Sweden took out Japan and played against China in the gold medal match in Paris. So after Team China, it seems like we just don't know who will be in the final, let alone the semifinals. All we know is only 4 teams will be there, and if China isn't one of them, that would be one of the greatest mysteries and shock. The next 2 games, it's tied, and it's up to the women. Right behind the momentum, Baldwin Chan, clever. Smart play, the percentages using the length of the table. And knowing that the obvious shot would have been to go to the short side, he plays it to the small margin. Again, safe shot on the table. Small to hit it behind Christian. And this time around, the target was simply too big. Not the table itself, but Anton being the obstruction who just hit the ball. This is a classic tactic. Hit it back at the player who just played the ball. Baldwin Chan, remember, the young player for Team Hong Kong China. Nice change of pace here, slow and loaded with spin from K2, Christian Karlsson. 2 of the 3 points out of their timeout, and at the second towel break, the Swedes looking to make the most of these 2 serves.
Timeout.
And a timeout on the Hong Kongers side. The flick was good, but the movement, anticipation, and extension here. Anton covers the table. Not easy to read that pen hold flick. Anton needed to be there, and he was. Big points from down 3-6 at the timeout. It's leveled at 7 apiece. Baldwin Chan ready for the heat. Racket high, a little bit of wrist action back to add some spin. Returning with interest, that ball.
Play. 7-9.
Hong Kongers 2 points up and 2 points away from a 2-0 lead. The spirit, the energy, Team Sweden side. Wow.
8-9.
It's been in question. Good shovel serve, the kicker, side and topspin. Making a nice jump on the second bounce to find the edge of the racket of Baldwin Chan. Jammed up in the corner. They kept the Swedes constantly chasing each other. The pattern of play here, they had to move out of the way almost every ball. Was uncomfortable. Incredible court awareness from the Hong Kongers to make sure that there was never a free forehand. The last 3 shots in that rally, the Swedes were playing in an uncomfortable, claustrophobia-inducing point. 2 match points for the Hong Kongers.
10-8.
And they take it. They've taken the match. They take one more game. Must win. And Baldwin and Wong Chun-Ting are the ones right now who've been undefeated in this match. Wong Chun-Ting, the second serve to K2. Short side of the table, Wong Chun-Ting so unpredictable. He's been dangerous. Baldwin Chan's definitely carried his weight in this. Look how quickly he got way out of the way and was still able to get back for a wide forehand opposite side. Footwork, agility.
1-2.
Anton finding the angle early. Bit of extra pace coming in. Anton's used to it. So the Swedes in front by 1. Both timeouts have been called before this. It's easy for pressure to change when you look down from the tightrope, when you know the context of what awaits. Beautiful shot, the step around getting low, touching ground, but not as much as Wong Chun-Ting in that one. That was a take a seat class type of moment. Swedes would like a little bit more padding between them and their opponents. The most celebrated player in the last however many decades in doubles, a pen holder. You might be thinking Shushin Ma Lin. But the fact that you might be thinking Shushin is because he was so incredible, a world champion in mixed doubles. Just about every type of doubles you can imagine. He took the major titles. So they switch sides of the table as the Swedes get to 5 points first. All that to say, Wong Chun-Ting has shown his prowess in this match. More wrist flexibility with the pen hold grip. The racket doesn't get in the way of your wrist as much, the handle anyway. It's the only part that really would. Always here knowing the importance of this game. Okay, 90 revolutions per second from Wong Chun-Ting's backhand. Still looking to pass 119. What a counter. Comes in fast, and Christian knows the opening, goes right back on the length of the table. This is to keep hopes alive. This is to give the women of Sweden a chance to fight to come back. Oh, side swipe or a seatbelt shot across the chest here, safety first. Anton abbreviating this shot, strapping it in and buckling up for that cross-court ride. Biggest lead I've seen this game for the Swedes. That unpredictability factor from Wong Chun-Ting. 2 points in a row. The Hong Kongers at the business end of this game match, and potentially the team match. This is big. There are a lot of different references, but it's tough to tell your mind that everything is fine when you realize if you don't perform, the consequences could be dire. Heavy spin from the back of the table. It is 3 game points to send this into a deciding 5th match, where the women of Sweden would have to win every single game. The response is there. Christian Karlsson and Anton Kallberg put it away. The last one.